Hello and welcome to another episode of Dinner for Two. And on this episode, we're going to be making some roasted chicken breast along with macaroni and cheese. But the star of this meal is going to be some black eyed peas. And we know that black eyed peas take forever to cook because when my mother used to make them, she had to soak them overnight and then she started the pot of beans or peas early in the morning and they cooked all day. But we're going to skip that and we're going to use a pressure cooker. It's going to take no time and we're going to be right back with our meal. Now, one thing about making chicken breast, what you want to do is you want to try to bake the chicken breast upside down, meaty side down, bone high. You put your seasonings, whatever seasoning you want to put on it, you put your seasonings. And then you also add some cooking wine to it. Cooking wine to it keeps it nice and moist. Once it cooks, turn it back over to the right side with the bone hitting the bottom and the breast part up. And you roast it continuously until it's golden brown. So we're going to begin by making our black eyed peas. It's going to be a Hoppin' John. Trying to decide what I'm going to do. But you know, back in the day, they would say you have to make some beans or some peas, and they would make them and they will boil all day long. And they said you need something to stick to your ribs. This is what it is, something to stick to your ribs, because now it's getting a little bit chilly outside. And this is really a comfort food, if you really want to know it. What we did, we added 1 white onion, diced, with a half a teaspoon of black pepper, a half a teaspoon of Lawry's seasoned salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of mustard. That's just to begin with it. We're also going to we added a little bit of bacon grease from this bacon. 2 pieces of bacon. Everything tastes better with bacon. And this is the bacon grease that I used earlier this morning. We're going to saute this. If you could get in here, you can see it. We are sauteing the onions, the ingredients, along with the bacon. We're going to get that going. But what we're going to do after we saute that, we're going to add almost 2.5 cups of chicken stock. We add 2.5 cups of chicken stock. And what you want to do, this is the beans. These are the beans. These have been soaked overnight. It's half a bag. And the reason it's half a bag is because it's only 2 of us. So I'm using half a bag. So we don't want anything to go to waste. So this is 1/2 a bag of black eyed peas, which we're going to add to our pressure cooker. Now what you want to do, you want to make sure that the broth or the water, whatever you want to use, is covering all the beans. And if you look in the pot, it's covering all the beans, all the peas, black eyed peas. That's a group. Isn't that a group? That's a singing group, the Black Eyed Peas. We have covered the pressure cooker and we're going to wait for the pressure to rise, and it's going to take around 20 to 25 minutes before the beans or the peas are made. And the only ingredients that I put in there was the black pepper, the Lawry seasoned salt, and the mustard. But I will taste it later on to see whether or not I want to put something else, such as onion powder or garlic powder, into it so that it's seasoned to my taste. That's up to you what you want to do. Well, we are back, and like I said to you before, the pressure cooker has finished pressurizing and cooking these black eyed peas. Came out delectable. Now what happens is that you can also at the end open the pot and put your additional seasoning in to flavor it to your specific taste. And that's what I did. But this is what I want to show you. These are the black eyed peas. And this tastes fantastic. Now I was going to add rice to this, and by adding rice to it, you're going to make it Hoppin' John. But what I decided to do, I'm going to make some rice to the side and leave this as a black eyed pea stew almost. And I can also use that as a soup. Black eyed peas in a pressure cooker. It didn't take all day, just 25 to 30 minutes. And here we got it, black eyed peas. I'll show you the finished product when it's plated. Now there you have it, the plated roasted chicken breast with macaroni and cheese and homemade black eyed peas. Bon appetit. Thank you for watching Dinner for Two. Dinner for Two. Have to toot my own horn. Hey, toot toot. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. You heard that?
It was fantastic.
Dun, 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 dun. It was fantastic.
Yes, it was.
Good night. Dinner for two.